Okay, so I tied damsels in several different colours. This is one of my favourites, especially for the autumn and winter period, going into the spring. It's black, it's my black damsel, and it's got a strong profile, so it works in coloured water. I just find it a really good pattern. So let's just talk you through what I've got on the hook. We've got a fulling mill heavyweight champ with a 3.5 tungsten bleed in black. I have done them in silver on the bead. We have lead wire going up the shank of the hook, then coming back and then just doubling up by the head. This is heavy enough to stalk with, but light enough to cast as well. So hang the thread over the hook, just bring the thread over and wind the thread down the hook towards the point and the bend. Doesn't have to be exact touching turns, but I try and make it nice and even. Put a few turns of thread behind the lead, which makes it stop slipping. And bring the thread back to the point of the hook, opposite the point of the hook. Cut your excess thread off. And here we have some black marabou. If you've seen my videos before, I wet the marabou first between finger and thumb. Makes it easy to control. Cut the marabou off the feather. And then just nip it together. There we go. Now on my tailed flies I do not cut the end of a marabou. I leave the tips as natural as possible. Place on top of the hook and nip to the top of the hook. Bring your thread over, trap it with your thumb, form a loop, pull down. This will settle it down on top of the hook. And why do I step the lead? Because where I tie in the marabou, it just creates a more even body with a step of lead matching up to the marabou. Bring your thread back down the hook just before it starts bending, just to neaten it all up, and then take it back to the point. So now I'm going to put some tinsel on either side, a flashaboo on either side of the hook, 4 or 5 strands, and this is holographic. You can use any colour. Yellow goes well with black, funny enough. But this is holographic, so this is multicoloured. And I'm going to put hopefully 3 or 4 strands either side. So I trap it against the hook on one side, bring the thread over, and then on the other side, again several strands of thread, trap it against the hook and bring it over. Cut the excess off and just wind the thread back down again just to neaten everything up. I'm going to use some silver wire in this fly. Okay. So I'm just getting my silver wire. This is a medium silver wire. Under the thread, on top of the hook, 3 or 4 turns, pull the wire so it virtually disappears, then cut the wire. Okay, for the body of this fly, I'm going to keep it fairly plain. I have this black and peacock dubbing, which I'm going to use. So I'm going to take the thread down, my glue stick, once along the thread, and it's up to you how slim a body you want to do, but basically let the thread pick the dubbing up, and it will just naturally pick it up. There we go. And we're going to wrap that round the body. I've kept it fairly buggy, but you can twist it on the thread tighter if you wish. There's the body of a fly. Now I've got my wire. I'm going to bring that over, and I'm going to do 3 turns. 1, 2, 3. Bring that over, 2 turns, pull the wire back, another 2 turns. Okay, for the legs of the downs, I'm going to put a little black hackle in. So there's my hackle. I have put it under thread, pull it a little through, couple of turns to secure it. Find my hackle pliers. Sometimes I do it with fingers, sometimes hackle pliers. Then wrap that round, neatly round, trying to keep the fibres spread out. Hold it and trap it with a couple of winds of thread. There we go. Nice little. Then cut both tag ends off. I wet my fingers. Couple more turns just to hold the hackle back a little bit. And to finish, my usual 3 half hitches. So there's 1, pull tight, 1, pull tight, and the last one, pull tight. Give it a good pull, that'll bend down. If 1 half hitch fails, the other 2 will hold. I've never had no problems with that method of tying off. And there we have it, and that is my black damsel.